Welcome everyone to the community update and community update and MA for May 2022 for Thanks Network. I am Philip, and today we'll be going through and talking about some developmental timeline and some things related to Thanks Network. Let's get into it, guys.
This is our agenda, or is this still your slide? You can continue. Sorry.
Yeah, this is the agenda. So this is the current things we'll be going in discussing in our monthly AMA. So things such as the community sales mining, the team update, as well as a product update, the liquidity snapshot, as well as discussing any questions that the community might have.
Excellent.
So everyone, thanks for being here, and we're talking about the QR codes. Now, Thanks has released its own QR codes to claim your own rewards. So here we have a QR code for Thanks Network. Anyone listening and watching this presentation, I believe will be able to claim some thanks through scanning this QR code. So first come, first serve. I believe how much is in the reward pool there have we set up?
I believe this one is the first 10 people to claim it, and I believe this one is 25 thanks.
Oh, wow. So get on into it, guys.
Like Philip said, first come, first serve.
I'll tell a bit more about this
Yes.
at the end of the presentation. The pool itself is 5,000 fangs, so this is a pilot. We use our own infrastructure to, gamify our channels. So you'll be seeing a lot more of this. I'll get back to this in a few minutes. But first, a bit about the new community initiative we launched, which we call sales mining. Let me explain a bit for those who are not familiar with what this is. So basically, this is a referral program. We've been discussing this in our governance forum. And basically, after some discussions, the proposal was approved, meaning that we have our community incentive allocation of tokens, right? If you go back all the way to how many tokens we created, it's almost 20, it is 20% of the total supply, so 20 million tokens we can basically distribute over 5 years, right? That's what we have this soft agreement with the community about. Which amounts to 4 million fangs a year at maximum. So what we said, well, okay, what we currently need is protocol fee paying users on our network. So instead of incentivizing liquidity, which we have a bunch of already, or other things, we should incentivize the things that are most important for protocol growth, which is active protocol users, right? So starting from today, there is a Medium article up. It's linked here in the slide, but obviously you can go to medium.com/thanksprotocol and read all the details. But starting from today, you can earn between 8 and even 40,000 fangs per active protocol user that's paying protocol fees. By applying new people, right? So how this exactly works, again, is in the Medium article. There is a Google form where you have to submit a new protocol user, a new customer, if you will. There is a maximum allocation of 150,000 fangs allocated to this per month, so that we don't run through our community incentives too quickly, which is about half of our total yearly community incentive. So it's actually quite a big allocation, but this will only be spent if new people join, right? So this is not wasted or anything if we don't succeed attracting new customers. It's governed by the multi-sig, so we cannot move this amount ourselves. We always need somebody from outside of the core team, which is, I think, the proper way of doing this. We'll evaluate this after 2 months. There are some conditions about the success in the forum. So I think we want to see at least 2 people apply through this program, so one each month, to call it a success. We'll see how it goes. Well, if you translate these amounts into dollar amounts, you will see it's quite significant. So 40,000 tanks is more than $1,500. So I think it's worthwhile for people to look into this, right? And apply potential users. Probably something some would do for free, but now you have a huge incentive to do so. Well, like you applied somebody a few minutes ago, Jorrit, you could go ahead and
Yeah.
I don't think it's for core team members, but
No, Peter and I already discussed this yesterday. We said no.
But
That's not a good incentive.
Anybody outside of the core team is welcome to apply and check out the details in the Medium article. It goes into much more stuff. Yeah, that's an important update. Keep it in mind. That's there. Oh yeah, and this is also not unimportant. So you might wonder, like, okay, how do I know this stuff about Thanks Network, I'm excited myself, but how do I translate this to potential customers, right? So it's not as easy perhaps as it seems. So what we are doing, and this is just a, let's say, snapshot from one of the materials, is we are developing sales decks for target groups. We have one ready that's for creators and more specifically for athletes. It's linked here in the presentation, but it will also be posted on our social channels the coming, I think, days, perhaps next week. And going forward, we'll be creating these decks for artists, for communities, for all kinds of user groups. So instead of having to make up your own story, you'll have very nice material to share with people and get them excited about Thanks Network and then claiming your incentive. So this is designed to make it easier for people to actually onboard new users.
I think adding to this, we're also very happy to learn if you approach people, what they say about these decks. If the cases are clear, if the use cases are valid, or if they've got any other points. Please share that feedback with us so we can keep improving the decks and we can get the best material out there to help you guys onboard new clients, users, and earn yourself some thanks in the meantime. So yeah.
Excellent. I think that's about it about the sales mining. Oh no, there's one more. Yeah, obviously this has been updated for a while, like going out of beta, but also worth mentioning in this context is that we are trying to make the pricing more accessible. Right, so especially the basic tier is for a low monthly fee, which you can pay in euros, but we also accept crypto, and you basically you get free transfers, gasless transfers for this, so that's already a win. And then there is a small token fee, right? So the software is quite accessible. Even small communities and creators could start using it today. It used to be about, I think it used to be about yearly pricing, right? It used to be almost €1,000 to start. So now you can just pay by going by month. So that's it. Oh, there is a slide telling me that's the end. So that's that's convenient. I think this is mine as well. So I'll just go forward.
If I can interrupt for 1 second, I'm checking like Discord in the meantime if people are having some questions that don't want to do it by voice. So feel free to drop something in either general or something if you want to interrupt us, and we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. Also on Medium, I think 2 weeks ago we had a very nice update about our team, which I'm very excited and happy about. So we have 2 new team members. First, Valeria was also in the AMA, so welcome, Valeria. Very happy to have you on board. She's been working with us for a couple of months already, but we renewed our contract and are like expanding our work together. So Valeria will be developing for us. She's a back-end developer and also by now also working on our Solidity developments. Maybe Peter can expand on what exactly the work is, but she's basically working on all of the new features, right? Almost that's roll out nowadays. But yeah, do you want to add something?
Well, only if you want me to.
Yes. Yes, do so.
So yes, indeed, Valeria is a senior backend developer, experienced with Node.js, TypeScript, everything that we have in our traditional Web 2 stack. Besides that, she has, I think, 1 or 2 years of experience in writing some Solidity code. And yeah, we are very happy to have her join the efforts on expanding everything that needs to be done in that area for us. Furthermore, things we are currently working on was making deposits towards the pools. And I think since today we discussed a bit about the research task for token swaps, so that you will be able to swap one token for the other or for a certain NFT that you have minted, things like that. So yeah, excited on what we will do. Will be there. Oh, and one of the most important things is that with somebody having a little bit more capacity than myself or the part-time freelancers that we had in the team already, this also allows us to professionalize our development flow a little bit. So we're going to work more agile, dedicated sprints, also refine and prepare all the work that we do a little bit better than we did so far. So yeah, happy to make those improvements.
Yeah, small applause for Valeria. Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm very happy to join.
Very good.
Very happy to have you on board. Next up is Marloes. She is our DAO advisor. So she will be helping me, but also the community at large, set up a successful DAO. Right, we have I would say a DAO that's emerging. Right, we have quite a big treasury, but not a lot of mechanisms yet or a framework how to apply that. But this is something I will be working with her on with, also from some legal perspective and to do this properly. She's very experienced in this place. She's also CEO at WordProof since a couple of months, which is a very successful Dutch blockchain project, which won the €1 million European blockchain fund. So a wash in cash. That's good. In a bear market, I suppose it was just euros, not some strange coin. So she's very experienced. She's been doing work both in government and semi-government, and also corporate, both in AI, blockchain, and all kinds of emerging technologies. So very strong profile to have on board, and also very connected with all the Dutch startup ecosystem. So I hope we'll probably have her somewhere in this AMA as well next couple of months. Do check her profile out on LinkedIn. It's all in there. So yeah, very happy to have her advise us. Moving on to the next one. I think this is your cue here.
Yes, let's click it. So product update. Updated the roadmap a little bit, and first of all, I'm gonna list the epics that we have completed with one addition that wasn't in there before. Then I'll tell a little bit about the progress for the epics that are in progress. I'll show some visual stuff and guide that with my words, and I'll end with what is left for this quarter and where we are heading. So let's take it off. I need to go one back. So the NFT epic is finally done. Quite some work. You might have seen some stuff about it already if you follow our social posts. So where during the last AMA it was possible to deploy NFT contracts to our token factory contract. That has now been extended with a variant on the pools that we have that can hold or can be connected to ERC-721 NFT contracts. This allows us to have the API control the minting of tokens for that contract, which makes it easy for users to do all that through the dashboard interface without having to worry about paying gas and stuff like that. Creating metadata is currently limited to storage in our own storage solutions. So everything is stored in our own databases, exposed to our own API. But of course, we have plans to gradually move towards a more decentralized storage solution like IPFS or Airweave or anything like that. Yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about this when I have the visuals in front of me. And wallet skins, yeah, it was basically scoped to see what we could do in this area. And already we said, okay, since people can hold memberships to a multitude of pools within their wallet, it's going to be close to impossible to dictate the branding of that wallet based on one pool, because which one are you going to show if two pools hold different branding? So what I came up with was offer a hosted wallet solution, which basically functions exactly like our own wallet does at the moment, but could be hosted on the subdomain of a user. Based on that subdomain, you can then determine what kind of branding should be shown. I think this is really something for premium users that probably also pay a little bit extra, but then at least they have the full flexibility of branding a wallet, yeah, completely to what they want it to look like. One thing that we did implement so far is a little bit of branding. We call it a skin on the authorization pages. So that when users try to claim a certain token reward, they land on this claim page where they see what the amount is and where they have to authenticate, and that one has the background that is configured for the pool, and it has the token image that is configured for the pool. I think there's also an example of that. Yeah, then promotions. There was a little bit of an open end there, which is finally done. So this one could now also be named as done. The issue there was that people were able to swap their tokens for a promotion, being a discount code or a secret URL or a key or anything like that. But they had to pay the gas for that themselves because of approving the transaction through the token contract. Well, this is now relayed through our API, and therefore also yeah, the users in the web wallet that want to redeem a promotion don't have to worry about paying the gas for that anymore. And then the last one is the Gitbook documentation. Yeah, this kind of got squeezed in between in the past month. I'm not 100% sure anymore what the reason for it was, but we suddenly became aware that we needed to show way more of the product. Oh, I think we were creating a presentation, exactly. A lot of slides, yeah, for it. And I was thinking, okay, this makes no sense. We're never going to maintain this, and we also have plans to extend documentation. So yeah, then I think I spent a day or three to type everything out of my head into Gitbook, add some nice screenshots to it, and yeah, now we have almost complete documentation about how the product should be used. So also this, I think, is something great to reference to if you are busy with sales mining or talking to potential clients or anything like that. Customers. Yeah, I'm taking over yours words.
Yeah, I think it's a great addition. Maybe you could explain a bit what the green stuff is on the right-hand side, because what we were looking at is the planning of everything you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm doing that on the last slide of this
okay.
section because that will look forward, and that's something to
very cool.
Actually look forward to. So yeah, indeed, in progress. We're busy with the security audit. We got an offer discussing the details, and we can process that as soon as possible. So that's quite on track. Payment gateway and cross-chain payments got delayed quite a bit. I'm taking that over from Bram as soon as I'm done with my current work, and I hope to have it finished within a week or two. Token swaps, like I said, is what Valeria is researching currently. Also hope to have a lot of that implemented in the coming 2 weeks. And analytics, we still have to kickstart. It will be something in the dashboard where you can display your pool withdrawals, deposits, and token claims, etc., etc. So images. Yeah, this is one of the pages on the Gitbook documentation. So as you can see on the left, there are a lot of user guides. There are some explanations about the fundamentals of the system. Various applications are explained a little bit in how they are working and what they are for. There's also a section about developer integrations. It should be a little bit more technical. It's not super complete yet, but that's at least something where we will be extending on how to work with the API and the SDK, etc. Then we move on to the dashboard. This is a visual, well, like in the last AMA, we've shown how to deploy your NFT collection. And within this collection, you configure a schema. And the schema has a set of properties for your NFT. If you have connected your NFT contract to a pool, you will be able to mint values for that schema, and that is what you see here. So the schema has about a month and a year and a batch image URL, and those values you can provide here and then send it to a user. This is the overview for that view. So as you can see here, this is a row of metadata that has been minted for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different people. Yeah, and as you are accustomed to when configuring rewards for ERC20 tokens, you can also configure rewards for NFT metadata. And what this will do is allow you to send a URL to a person, and if that person follows up onto that URL, they can claim the NFT and basically get that as a reward for whatever you wanted them to do. This is one of the skinned claim pages. I've used some imagery for Matthias. Yeah, you can do the background and the logo image, and not much more than that. But as you can see, it already does a lot with
gives a whole new experience, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Exactly, and this is something that can be pulled through to wallet and those things.
Will it support PNG in the future, or just JPEG?
Oh no, it supports PNG. It's just a quick screenshot that I took. So yeah, then last but not least, looking forward, stuff that has been delayed a little bit is NFT authorization, authentication it should actually be. So that's about verifying ownerships of certain NFTs, and with that you can gate certain types of content, for example. As soon as that is done, we are ready for a feature freeze. We've called that because for the last, I think, 4 months we've been adding features, and now it's time to refactor a bit, stabilize a lot, and do all of this. Well, when you build something, you usually take it up to 90-95%, and then there are those little dots on the eye that you think, oh, those will come later. But if you keep on adding features, that moment will never come later, and those dots will never be added. So yeah, this is a month or a month and a half that we take to stabilize and improve on what we already have.
Yeah, and users also need to start, actually testing the features, using them, and see if anything can be improved.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for the complete update.
Yeah. Orders.
Liquidity and treasury snapshot. I think that's mine again. So let's go. I think it's just one slide, so that's nice. I just took a look at our liquidity that's available on the various platforms. So we have the balancer 80/20 pool on Polygon. We have the quick swap 50/50, right? So both are USDC and thanks. And we have the one on Uniswap, which is on mainnet of Ethereum. And that's one is actually against Ether, right? Or ETH, if you will. The good news is that adding them up, they are pretty stable. So we've been, like you probably have noticed, in a pretty strong downward market. It's not only crypto that's going down, it's basically any risk on stock, you name it, all big tech is, well, maybe not the biggest tech, but almost all fast growing startups are down like 80%, or scale ups. Zoom is down 80%, Netflix is down 50, I don't know. So, but our treasury is holding up pretty well. So our last treasury was about 1.5 million and 30,000. Now it's 17,000. This is also because of people joining the balancer pool, right? But that's actually what we want. So that's also a good result. But things are holding up relatively well. So that's good. obviously the token price, you know, I don't want to speculate on that too much, but it is also going down in dollar terms, right? But against ETH, it's actually increasing, so you could be positive about that. So still a lot of liquidity available in the market, and I would also like to mention that the balancer pool still has an amazing APR of more than 100%. So if you put $100 in over a year, you will get $100 in more than $100 in ball tokens, which is a great deal, you know. So if you're a token holder, consider adding to that pool. I also added all the transaction fees over the last couple of, it's almost been half a year that these pools are up. So there is over 3 million traded in and out of over the pools. If you extrapolate that over a year, I think swap fee, find a destination for these fees. I have some ideas. Go into that in our governance forum and discuss that further, perhaps next month. But you know that liquidity is healthy. Section is about our trade. So it's yeah. If imagine that the governance decides to pull this and exchange it, then you will like decrease the price, right? So it's not all of it can be deployed at will, right? So, but the quick swap and Uniswap are 50-50. So there's some room to potentially do something more with this in the future.
If people have some ideas about what they want to do with those trading fees, for example, can they share those on Discord?
Yeah, absolutely, and you know,
Discourse.
first share it on Discord. It doesn't matter. You can do it in general, maybe in the governance channel. And if it's an interesting discussion, we can always expand it on our forum.
Perfect. You heard, guys.
Next one. Oh, that's already. I think we're at the end.
Yeah, it's a quickie today.
That's a good timing. Half an hour. I think that's better than these hour-long talks. Philip, anything to add? Maybe a question from your side.
You know, no questions from me actually. I think that was a pretty good session we had.
Yeah, I like it as well. I think it's good we cut a few more items so we can keep the attention of people for half an hour, but not sure if maybe an hour is too much. So yeah, you can close. Oh, I think we still have one more to go. I promised to talk a bit more about the rewards. So here it is again. So if you didn't scan it at the beginning, please do so now. I think there is also a time limit on it, right? But I'm not entirely sure.
I've set it until next month. You have to claim it before next month, the 25th, from the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you know, more generally speaking, so we'll be using our own technology for our own channels more and more, and you will see these pop up almost everywhere, right? Some of these will be disclosed, like you literally tell you to scan this one, right? But some of those will be hidden as well, you know, to gamify our channels a bit. I think this will be very fun. This is also something we encourage our customers to do. So it would be great for our core team to actually build those campaigns we expect our customers to do, but also for our community to claim the rewards, earn some more thanks, but also experience the wallet, the product, and everything that's behind it. I'm really excited about that one. There is 5,000 thanks in the minus the 2.5% fee in the pool. So there is now some thanks in the fee collector as well. but if this is successful, we are happy to add some more thanks to the pool. This thanks is market bought, by the way, just from some remaining funds we have, I think, from our Gitcoin account. So this is not something that's coming from the incentives or anything like that. So yeah, we don't have to worry about that one. I think that's truly it.
Hang on, wait on. We have one more question that's quickly come through by Dr. Biscu. He asks, what about engagement with the BMX guy and his community? Is there a lot of people engaging with his community at present?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think Jorrit is working on this the most. We're actually working with follow-up on with Matthias.
Yeah, so at the moment, Matthias still very excited about his coin, but he's finding it a bit hard to incorporate this into his day-to-day life and processes. So that's why we're helping him with building some use cases. We've might be fun to check out the sales deck, which that Misko just presented. We've got a lot of examples for him to utilize. Well, we've used him as an example to inspire others how to utilize this. There's also a proposal at Matthias to expand both his utility and his distribution of his tokens. We're just basically waiting on him to find some time to implement this together with his team. And that's it.
Yeah, I think at the current moment there are a bit over 100 token holders, right?
Yeah.
So there are a bit over 100 token holders at the moment. I think the goal is to have 1,000 in 3 months or something.
Yeah, that's something that we.
So
discussed, yeah.
we ourselves are around 1,000 token holders as a community. So maybe a bit less. So yeah, the start is there. I don't think it's bad, but I think having 1,000 in 3 months should be great, right? So that would be about our size, just to compare. I think that would be a healthy amount to go to.
And what's also an exciting thing that's been happening is the fact that Peter has completed the promotions part. So now we can offer like a full circle from distribution to utility for fans, which also makes it a more exciting experience for fans when they redeem the tokens and then actually utilize them for something. So that should get the ball rolling there as well.
Yeah. So simply put, now you can spend your tokens on
Exactly.
e-commerce items, for example. So
Yeah.
now, first you can only earn them. Okay, hope that answers it a bit.
It wasn't my question.
No, but you were looking like you wanted to tell something, but maybe you can wave goodbye.
Yes, I can wave goodbye.
People that are live are seeing this obviously because we have video set up, but the recording I think will be just the slides. So I'll wrap it up. Thank you, Philip. Thank you, Dr. Biscuit, for the question. And yeah, let's close it up, right, Phil?
Yeah, it's great having everyone here on board to listen to the community updates and AMA. We'll be seeing you all next month for another fantastic update from the team. And yeah, tune in, guys. And thank you for listening for a quick session of 30 minutes.
All right.
Perfect.
Bye-bye.
Bye.